So this video is all about the pros and cons of living in Aliso Viejo, California.
So stay tuned.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean Dezahd.
And I'm Courtney Dezahd.
And we've been helping families buy and sell homes in Orange County for over 20 years.
And if this is your first time to this channel is all about living in Orange County, breathing in Orange County, eating in Orange County, playing in Orange County. So don't forget to press the subscribe button.
And don't forget to click on the bell notification.
Because the bell alerts you to every time we upload a new video.
And honestly, we get so many calls from people that are looking to either buy or sell homes in Orange County, whether they're relocating or moving within Orange County. We absolutely love it.
Yes, so if you are looking to buy or sell a home in Orange County, don't forget to reach out to us at 714-348-4000.
Or you can email us at info@livingtheoc.com.
What are they looking at? What are they looking at?
I think I know.
What did you say?
They are finding the elusive unicorn.
The unicorns. Okay, so what are you talking about?
Okay, so this is the unicorn city of all cities.
Aliso Viejo is the unicorn city, and why?
Because
this is our first pro. This is our first pro.
Well, let's just put it this way. Let's even before the pros and cons. Let's just say that this place is kind of amazing because you get incredible value. It's like safe. It's got good schools. It's actually like centrally located. It's got everything going for it. So you're like, wait, there's got to be something wrong because this city is kind of like that amazing value proposition that you don't find normally in Orange County.
Yes, so if you actually look at the median sales price of Aliso Viejo.
So this is the first pro.
The median sales price of Aliso Viejo is $630,000, which is kind of insane when you consider that Orange County's median sales price is $900,000.
So this is over $250,000 less than the median sales price in Orange County.
And you have basically everything you're looking for in a city, but at an
huge
affordable
discount,
rate for, Orange County. So that's why.
Usually, like when we get these kind of prices, there's something. Either it's way out of the way, like so it's it's just brutal to get to because it's just you have to deal with traffic and everything to get there, or maybe it's not as family friendly, or maybe there's like something else going on that is causing it to be less expensive.
Yeah.
But really, I mean we kind of dug into it and we've been there and we're going, I don't see why this is at like lower price than pretty much everything else in Orange County.
Yes, it's very strange. And okay, so first let's just give people a little bit of background. Where is Aliso Viejo and what is Aliso Viejo?
So Aliso Viejo is a city in Orange County, and it's South County, so the infamous South County, which
south of Irvine.
Yes, so basically, or Irvine and South, I guess we should say.
So Irvine and South is South County.
Yeah, so Aliso Viejo is just south of Irvine, and basically it's kind of, so it's not quite on the coast, but it's west of the 5 freeway.
Yeah, and it borders Laguna Hills, Laguna Niguel, and then actually a little bit of Newport Coast, and then there's
Laguna Beach.
And there's a huge swath of wilderness that it borders Aliso Woods. Okay, so that's what Aliso Viejo is.
Yes.
And so we're going to talk now about the pros and cons. So our first pro.
Well, actually, our second pro now.
Yeah, our second pro of Aliso Viejo is that it has great schools.
Yes.
So
it's part of the Capistrano Unified School District. So basically, great school district, a huge school district, and you have so many different types of schools at your disposal.
You have a lot of options.
Yeah, you have dual immersion schools, programs
Spanish
there.
and Mandarin.
Yeah, and also, of course, again, just tons of, and it's pretty flexible as far as you don't have to be specifically in that exact school's zone to go to that particular school.
Yeah, and then also if you just want to do your local school, the one that's right by your house, you are not going to go wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, Aliso Niguel High School is one of the best high schools in all of Orange County. Aliso Viejo Middle School is really good, and they also have, it's a Waldorf school, but it's public. It's called Journey School, and it goes with the Waldorf teaching philosophy. So if you're interested in that, there is one in Aliso Viejo.
And not to mention, so the public school system is really good, but also the higher level institution, they actually have Soka University there too.
Yeah, Soka University is right there. So yeah, it's just a university that's right in your backyard.
Yeah, it focuses more on international studies and everything, but it's a good school right there, and plus near proximity, you have UC Irvine and Saddleback Junior College.
Yes. Okay. And so another pro of Aliso Viejo is the weather. Okay. So again, spoiled Southern Californians here.
Yeah.
So we are splitting hairs, But because Aliso Viejo is a little bit closer to the coast, you're closer to the beach, you're relatively close to the beach than maybe some other cities in Orange County, closer than the cities that are east of the 5 can get, hotter in the summer. It's never going to be, like Arizona heat or going to be like Florida heat, but it does get hot in the summer. You do need your air conditioning pretty much, whenever you're home. So,
Yeah.
But because Aliso Viejo is closer to the coast, you actually do have better weather than some other spots in Orange
Yeah,
County.
it's west of the 5 freeway, so you're going to get more of that sea breeze, more of the salt air, like the things that it keeps the temperature more temperate. So people really love, Aliso Viejo's weather.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about a con.
Oh, okay.
So we did mention that because Aliso Viejo is pretty centrally located within Orange County, so that's one good thing about it. But one bad thing is that it's really close. Well, the 73 kind of just goes right through it, and the 73 is a toll road. So
Yeah.
explain this con.
So obviously, if you don't care, if tolls don't bother you, it's actually fantastic because it's right there. It's like it pretty much like divides, like goes right through the middle of Aliso Viejo. So it's great from that perspective that at least there's convenience there. But obviously, a lot of Californians hate the idea of
Yeah,
tolls.
we're not used to it.
Yeah, so they'll drive out of they'll drive whatever way they can to get to that 5 freeway or take the side streets to get to the 405 ultimately. So.
But and also the 73, it's kind of expensive.
It's
kind
not
of a
cheap.
joke. I mean, I would never use it every day. Sometimes I use
Every
it.
day, yeah, exactly. There are times when you're
Yeah.
definitely going, okay, this is going to shave 20 minutes off my commute. I'm going to do it. Like, there are certain times a day for sure. But you're going to pay for that. It's going to cost a decent amount of money. And
Yeah.
again, it's just one of those things that to be mindful of, that it's very seductive to take the toll road. But at the same time, again, if it's part of your budget, great. I mean, that's, people do that. It's just that a lot of Southern Californians aren't huge fans of taking toll roads.
Yeah, for sure. And now another pro of Aliso Viejo is its safety. So
It's a safe city, like, and not just like us saying that. We have statistics to back that up.
Yeah, so safewise.com, they did a study that looked at FBI data looking at, property crime as well as
Violent crime.
And they looked at every city in California, and Aliso Viejo came in at number 5 as the 5th safest city in all of California when you look at,
That's pretty crazy.
yeah, when you look at both property crime and
If
violent
I'm not
crime.
mistaken, it's even technically safer than Irvine.
Yes, because Irvine had more property crime, so Irvine, which is, famous.
Number 1.
It's famous for being the safest city in America, 250,000 or greater, for violent crime.
But Aliso is not 250,000 or greater,
Yeah.
so it actually technically is more safe than Irvine.
Yes, for sure. So yes, that is one pro of Aliso Viejo. And then, okay, here's another con. So it's not an employment hub. It's close to Irvine, but it's not.
It's not. It doesn't have it within its borders. So basically, good thing about Aliso Viejo is that it's close to Irvine, specifically the Spectrum and everything, where there's a massive employment hub. But Aliso Viejo itself, obviously, it has some employment stuff, but it's not a hub in of itself. So chances are, if you live in Aliso Viejo, you're going to be traveling outside the city to get to your job.
Yeah, for sure. And then another pro of Aliso Viejo is that it's very family friendly. And what I mean by that is obviously, like we mentioned, the schools are very good. There's, parks on every corner.
Yeah.
Obviously, we mentioned the safety. So Aliso Viejo.
And Aliso Woods.
Yes, and Aliso Woods, that is another pro. So Aliso Woods, there is a huge swath of land.
Like
It's
kind of
called-
canyon land,
Yeah.
like, trails and that kind of stuff. It's
Yeah,
really
so
nice.
In between Aliso Viejo and Laguna Beach is this huge swath of land, and it goes, into Laguna Niguel as well. But it's a beautiful park, and it's very popular.
Yeah, people love to hike there, run there, bike ride there, like mountain bike ride there. So there's a lot of, and it goes on for miles and miles and miles. So you can really have a
Yeah.
nice trek there for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And that's actually right where Soka University is. So yeah, when you're in that trail, you can see Soka University just right there. And okay, so another con of Aliso Viejo, I would have to say, is no nightlife, which
Yeah.
is much of Orange County in general.
Particularly South Orange County
Yeah.
is not well known for its nightlife, especially so if you're not along the coast or if you're not North Orange County. I would say that South Orange County, what you think of South Orange County in general, doesn't have the best nightlife. You know, again, if you consider nightlife being after 8 p.m. So basically, Aliso Viejo itself, there's just not a ton to do. They have some shopping centers, but again, it's not how it's basically set up.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a place for, you know, families to be.
It's a suburban community.
Yeah, it's a suburb for sure. Yeah, and then I would say another con of Aliso Viejo is, you know, because it is on the less expensive side, I would say that it's very tract home. It's like a lot of tract homes. It's a very new city. It's actually the newest city in Orange County. It was incorporated in 2001. So it's the only city in Orange County that was incorporated in the 2000s. And so a lot of these homes, they're very, you know, smushed together. Some of them are smaller units.
Yeah, any like master plan development, they've over the years, of course, they've shrunk their lot sizes down, you know, and so people are more or less stacked, you know, closely packed together.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just that's a lot of South Orange County anyway.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of what it is. I mean, and again, just being aware of that, because and again, if you're wanting more established neighborhoods that have a bit more broad, expansive land,
or you have more of a lot.
yeah, then you're kind of looking at, you know, probably outside of South Orange County, honestly.
Yeah, for sure.
Now we have a bonus pro.
Yes, and this.
Now, and it's not official that I'm aware of, but Soka University isn't in Aliso Viejo by chance.
Yes, so supposedly there is a huge energy vortex in Aliso Woods. That's why, so you know how people go to Sedona in Arizona because of the energy vortex out there. So similarly, there's supposedly an energy vortex out in Aliso Woods, and that's why Soka University is there.
And what does an energy vortex do for you?
Well, do you really want me to get into the woo-woo of energy vortexes? I mean, I think we can go.
There's a lot of woo. Let's just put it that way. That's the reason. There's woo.
The woo. So yes, if you are, you know, a meditation enthusiast like myself, you might want to go into the woods and, you know.
She feels it.
Yes, I do. I would say so.
Yes.
So.
My antenna's not as picking up as well, but she loves it. And again, I mean, this is a thing. This is real. Like that, people really enjoy that. So that is a bonus pro.
Yes, for sure.
So that's our video about the pros and cons of living in Aliso Viejo, California.
Yes, and remember, if you are thinking about buying or selling a home in Aliso Viejo or all of Orange County, you've got to get a hold of us. So you've got to either, you know, call us or text us at 714-348-4000.
Or you can email us at info@livingintheoc.com.